I do like that it lets me sort of control the music to a degree. I don't use that ability, but I do appreciate it. So hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to Book of Hours, where all is going questionably. Hello. Oh my, I need to find more of this. And what are you? Oh, I actually get to know what Schloss Jennings is. And all these other things. Oh, I beg your pardon? I wish I'd known about all of this much earlier, but okay. Huh. Well, more things have been learned, and that is a good thing, probably. Irritating in its own way as well. So, yes, we have acquired the Edicts Inviolable, the precepts of occlusion and dissolution. Their jealous enforcement is the nature of the Calyptra, and that grants me a heart, which I think is my only heart. Oh no, there we are, Magaphine Mysteries. But yes, I do want to consider more of these books, is the thing. Especially when it's relatively easy to do. I wish to acquire more lessons, more skills, which I will likely ignore the utility of, because I am a fool. Some might say. Some might correctly say. Sunset Celia and the End of Days on the Sacralimii. I don't immediately need you, but I have the resources to purchase it, so yes. I will take that. Thank you. And in the meantime, since we have the resources... Well, you know what? No. No, I think, in fact, not. I could fix and mend, but instead I would like to find someone. Let's see what unusual help we can find. It may be nothing, which is fine. If it is nothing, we will endure the fact that we don't get anything. But if it's something, well... I'm sorry, do you none of you have Grail? Yes, there you are. Resurgences and emergences, which will be useful in the future. And our improved tryst. Lovely. Now I just need to figure out how to improve you using hushery. The beauty of silence and of its sundering. Which to me says something about instruments. Yes? Am I wrong for thinking that way? Perhaps. A driftwood fragment. And then there's the matter of all the recipes I need to find, which, well, I don't need to find them, technically, but I do need to find them in reality. In reality, I need them. Technically, don't. Now the glaring room, and this other area, which is far beyond my skill set. I'd love it if you would just take the money and leave, but neither here nor there. Now, feed me this. Apollo and Marsyas, the libretto of a lost opera concerning the contest between Apollo and Marsyas, and its tragic outcome. The librettist is identified only by their initials, perhaps CROD? Perhaps? One doesn't know. Oh, winter, you say, and it just so happens I just happen to not have an improved winter aspect. Still, I might have use for you, and I do need winter, and I'm sure I have something I can give you. So, yes, you're hired for now. Congratulations. Does this improved metal give me any additional money? No? Okay. Fair, just had a thought. Bother. Oh, and I could have gotten whatever it was I was planning on ordering. Oh well. Still, I think it's 4 winter, if I recall correctly. So I need to add 3 to his winter, which is doable. I have 2 winter here, and then I just need to feed him something. You also have, hold, please, a little bit of moth. Let me use that. Let me extract the moth from you. Really? Is Trist my only source of moth? So it is. You'll be a bit overpowered in moth. Which makes me want to use you on something else, perhaps. Oh yeah, the icy bedroom. It'll be a new bedroom, which will give me more room for things. More options for saving things, I should say. Anyhow. Once this is done... Oh, this is the thing about Marsyas' skin. You see, some of these books I recognize vaguely from my time in Cultist Simulator. And yes, I remember this being one of the books we found. And by found, I mean bought. But no, in the original myth, Marsyas lost the musical contest and was flayed by Apollo, who later regretted it. In this version, Marsyas' skin has a further history. The skin of Marsyas gives oracles and is later smuggled to Phrygia, where the priestesses of Cybele use it for a drum. At the climax, the striking the drum drives would-be violators of the priestess to suicidal even madness. The opera ends with a wistful hymn from the young priestess on the beauty of mountain pines. Peculiar, but a storm memory. Hello, hello, hello. Ah, heart and knock, you say. Alright, the memory of the storm, though, that's intriguing. 2 heart, 2 sky for a memory of storm. One moment while I record that. Alright. And it's a fairly potent heart memory, which means altogether... Let me see here. Right now is a bad example, but I do have 6 heart just waiting for me to use. So, how much do you take? You are nectar. Ugh, bother. It's Mystery Grail. Just check if this even works. Yeah, it does actually show. Mystery Heart. Oh, such a small amount of Mystery Heart, though. I'd like something with a little bit more. If I'm going to spend it, I might as well use it on something worthwhile. Surgeries and exsanguinations. Another thing we'll have to consider. You're in a language I don't speak, though, right? Kilasami, I believe. Kilasimi. Apologies. My enunciation, terrible. But excusable. On account of me not really being used to these languages. And I've run out of room, finally. Ah, alas. It means I'm going to need to reorganize the shelves at some point. Not now, obviously. You know, you do have a lot of sky to you. 5 sky, in fact. And I do not know 7 sky altogether. Tell me, of my skills, what has the most sky to it? Let's see. Likely you. 3 sky. Which to me says I can get 10 sky, which means this De Modo Corporum Vetitorum might be worth considering right now. Faust. A Memory of a Gale. And then you... Well, sometimes the memory it allows is, in fact, weather only. So let's use the memory storm. Be a little bit clever there. Let me just check that 3 is the highest amount of sky I can get from anything. 2, 2, 1, which is also not usable. 2, and 2. Alright. So, depending on what this rolls, I might be able to get a very complex book used. And I'm sorry, I almost forgot about you entirely. You are going to unlock this new bedroom for me. Thank you. Appreciated. I should probably consider other things, but right now that's what I need. I could be convinced to experiment with moth. So let's go and do that. See what moth recipes I can maybe find. Or what else does Fet have? Rose, which I don't think... Oh no, I do have something here with Rose. Pearlintide and Sand Stories. But do I have anything that allows me to use Rose? I do, the telescope. Well, let's see what we find. Let's see. Pearl and Tide, can you make anything? Salt sign. Or if I add a memory, I can achieve an insight more powerful than this sign. I don't know what salt sign is, so let's combine Fet with Pearl and Tide and see what it creates. I see. So the thing is, all of these evolved aspects make it so much easier to create things. I still have to get memories in order to get up to 10, though. Particular memories at that. I see. I see possibilities in this. Now, are you only No, you only will take remains and tools and material. But this is not a material, I need things and liquid. Something that takes things and liquid. Well... Oh, interesting. A knife will do. Along with kitchenware. I'm just looking at my options for using this. Specifically needs to be... Curious. Elements of the soul and sound. Inspirations. No, not something I can use my winter in, but maybe something I could use my shaft in. Forge and knock. Still looking for a home for some of these. But matters for the future. I need to focus more on my goals, my immediate goals. Which for now really is just acquiring more recipes, I suppose. Now, this is interesting. And it's all the elements I want to study. And it is sky, of all things. Elements of the soul. Well, that's unfortunate. You have rolled unfortunately. Can I just throw Gale in there anyway? Why? Why do you eat the memories I need? Anyway, salt sign. Too bad it won't last, but then again, what does? It'd be nice if I could hang these somewhere. Just keep all my signs in one place. But alas. Alas. Sixpence, delightful. We'll have to wait till tomorrow for more crafting nonsense. But on the bright side, I got a book. Which also requires, 10 sky, but that's fine. It is okay. It's not okay, it feels real bad, not gonna lie. But it's fine. Especially when this is wasting all this time. Oh, botheration. Oh well. Yes, and I need Hushery to get whist. Was there something else that could help my whist? Or was it strictly not snow stories, sights and sensations? Let me just look, see if there's any hope. I don't think there is. Because I think I started with the whist. Alright. A memory of hindsight. Well, thanks for that. Actually, if I could hold on to it, perhaps I will be thanking you for that. Acquire this skill first, before we do anything else. More skills open up new possibilities. Is whist useful in this context? Yes. But hold. Okay, you can store hindsight at the very least. Alright. For now, we wait. And yes, I want my Spintry Eye back. To be honest, I don't really care about the Spintry Eye, but it may have uses. Uses I'm not aware of right now. Oh, dear. I have this feeling like I'm less able to do things every day. And that's very curious to me. Oh, you can be attached to hushery or preservation, and you're effective against infestations. Except you're not, you know, winter aspected, so that doesn't matter that you are useful in this context. Hello. No, edge. What I need is knock and or winter in the form of an ink, because this is the only place I can actually use winter, is my understanding. Although, hold. Hold. Where's my... I think Snow Stories is adequate. No, because I need to use the skill that's effective against infestations, and none of the skills that are effective against infestations are also winter. Unless I'm very much mistaken. Oh, hold on. Hill and Hollow as well is moon. Yeah. So I need a strong winter memory and a strong winter soul. Or a winter tool or ink. And it would have to be like a 3 in winter. Is it just tool or ink, though? It is just tool or ink. Alright, let me just do a quick little scroll. And you are? Sky and... Oops, sorry. Sky and a moon scale. Nothing that is suitable for what I'm trying to do. Don't get me wrong, this Perniculate is very powerful, very useful. But it also isn't what I need. And I think what I need must be an Ink of Containment, just by virtue of basic logic. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, we'll hold to this memory for now. This memory of hindsight. Get in there. Alright. And we'll see what our options are. Ah, dearie dear. Oh. I am also wasting opportunities to study books. An Act of a Fool. Also, I have one in my inventory that I'm not using, but... Hush. Focus on one thing at a time. And shouldn't use the Gale. Oh well. Choices. Bad choices, but choices nonetheless. What do you contain in you? Putrefactions and calcinations. Which would improve my winter skill here, but... Nothing I add seems to add enough for me. Yeah, let's give this order form and a florin. Nope, wrong order form. Cater and Harrow and a florin. Order whatever the devil it was. I suppose if I can't do it by pure... My, this is actually the most complex text we found. Written in Ericapaean, of all things. And a 16 heart. Oof. Well beyond my skill set, I'm afraid. Let me just consider using a lesser aspect of mine. I suppose we'll use one of the shafts. Because Whist I might end up using. Oh? Knock and Moon. Well, in that case... Let me look at our Inks of Containment. So I believe I could use it here as well. I can. And then a Memory of Fog. And then what happens if we add Moon to that? What happens if we add Knock to that? Nothing. Let's see here. Oh, for the sake of it, metal. It says something about moon. Catwink. I think I've already seen Catwink somewhere in all of this. Good to have it discovered, though. What of sky? What of sky, though? Oh, you don't contain any sky, and thus I will never know. Yes, let me look real quick at what Catwink does for us. An ink of containment, a liquid and ink, 2 moon, 2 scale. Of limited utility. And on the principle called knock, though, there's one. If we use it at the foundry, what, pray tell, will we find? Oh yes, I'm sorry. Glassworking and vessel crafting doesn't really do anything there. Out of curiosity. Oh no. Not for Magdalene Mysteries. Fair enough. What else do I have that would be compatible here? Let's see. Something with forge to it, perhaps. Forge, edge, scale. And we'll just add metal for the sake of it. Well, another way to make salt sign. Limited utility to me. And that's for having 5 moon. What about scale, though? What if I add scale? Do I have something with a little bit more scale than that? Because 1 is a little bit pathetic. Well, it seems I don't. And really my question would be on knock, then. No. But I'm betting scale with Hill and Hollow does something. If I trace the sign on an egg, I can hatch something eyeless but pulsing with potential. Ooh. I think I have an egg I can find. I would need more moon, though. What are you? Honey. So if I go over here with Hill and Hollow, and with my health, I guess, because I have no other options that give scale. And then I need more scale. You said something about an egg, of all things, so let's add that. And then you need ingredients and kitchenware. Kitchenware or a knife, though. And I do believe I had a knife somewhere here. Oh, there you are. Which grants me edge and lantern, and thus is not really something I want to use there. I need an ingredient that adds to this scale. Scale. And it needs to add 7 scale, so unlikely, but we shall search diligently, hopefully. No. Okay, timers are not scale, good to know. Can I add perniculate? No. Ambergris? No. Alas. There's an object out here, by the way. Yeah, you need to go inside. Thank you. Well, I'll learn more about that in the future. Perhaps even the distant future. What about Coil and Chasm, though? And if I were to add my health, and focus perhaps on nectar instead of scale. If we were to do that, let's see. We've got a little bit of cat's claw, and we've got some in this Honeyscar Jasmine, which grants us Thursday's cordials. If I seep wood in the right proportions of the mixture, it'll burst into strange fruit. Interesting. Well, let's try these Thursday's cordials, just for the sake of it. Which does spend a fair amount of resources, yes, but let's see what it creates. As for sharps, I imagine there isn't much I can do with that now. Well, you know, let's look into sand stories. I'm seeing a lot of overlap with a lot of these skills, so I kind of just want to spend them, or attempt to discover recipes with them, as much as possible. Another way to make catwink. What else would sand stories be good with? Rose. Oh, there we are. Fet. Alright, we've got all the level 1. If I trace the sign with a light, I can wring a rosy essence from the air. Sand stories, Fet, and some sort of light. Light that contains rose in it, though. That's the tricky part. Tricky indeed. Let me look at Shapt with glassblowing again. You needed metal, right. What else does this contain? It might serve metal, actually. If I had a memory containing metal, which I currently don't, but... And by metal, I mean forge. And this would be lenses or a tool. A tool that has forge. I believe I can find such a thing. A square. This has edge in it. This has a box of oddities and rarities. Spanners. Nothing comes to mind. I have enough here for apprentice level forge recipe, but unfortunately, glassblowing and vessel crafting doesn't have any forge to it. But what other things do I have that have forge to them? Just transformations and liberations, really. Which creates bitter black salts, and don't get me wrong, that's interesting. There is value in here. But it isn't scholar level forge. You know, if I look at the laboratory, you want to add a liquid to scholar level forge, huh? Scholar level forge, you say? This is a material, it's a pigment, it's not a liquid. And scholar level is 10, so beyond my scope, once again. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, I just need to focus entirely on skills, because that's the only way I'm going to get these traits to the levels that they need to be at to do anything. Okay. Books are required, is the long and short of it. Although, on that topic... Oh, sorry. Where's my Winterist? Whist. This would require a flower, though. Then again, flower for Solomon's Draught, which is for winter, a moth, and a... A moth and a moon. And we know moth is useful here, so what if we added moth? We can't add moth. That would be why. What if we used Fost instead? Nothing that'll allow lantern. Gotcha. Grail, perhaps? I don't think I have anything with enough Grail to make that happen, though. Well, I say that. I have a lot of reagents here. And you have quite a bit of Grail to you. No Grail recipe here. Okay, so we've knocked out Grail, Lantern, technically Winter. We haven't knocked out Forge, I don't think. Let's see. Glassfinger Toxin? No. Alright, so Inks of Containment is practically useless here in the laboratory. At least with what we're trying to do with it, I should specify. Where might I use moth, I wonder? Where might we use moth? Well, this would allow moon, but again, not exactly what I'm looking for. The reading room. Neat, but not what we need. Do you do moth? No, but you do knock. And I do have a lot of knock, so... Especially with this fog. Let's do a little poking and prodding. Oh, but it needs to have winter or moon. Okay. No, those other 5s are not knock mysteries. I think we determined it wasn't Grail, but just... I don't have enough Grail anyway, so it doesn't matter. Although, that having been said, do we have any Grail light, perhaps? We might. And I don't know about these reflections memories. Nope, nope, get back there. I'm just trying to figure out you, and how you work. And how you can be used. I might just not have the skill set to do it. Or the material I need. I might just need to accept that I need to go elsewhere, seek other things. I mean, I have an entire tower I basically haven't touched. But I feel like I'm close, and that's... Well, it's bothering me, is what it's doing. Perhaps nectar? But then I don't have anything with enough nectar to do anything, really. What I have is knock, moon, scale, and winter. Could I do something here? Actually, probably. No. Well, this will only take remains, though. What's in these remains? Nectar, of all things. A lot of nectar. seems unlikely. But I have found a way to make ink. Haha! If I could find out how to make essential periost, we would be in business. Okay, Ugol ink, which I believe I've seen elsewhere, and I don't recall what exactly Ugol ink is. I also don't know how to make more of this. Phosphorescent scrapings and essential perios. What happens when you boil and scrape us down to our utter fundamentals? I mean, let me look at what inks I have found. Because I want to create this if I don't have any more, but if I have some already, well, then I don't need it as a sample, do I? Oh, hello. Fuel in the form of moth. And more spanners. But more importantly, fuel in the form of moth. Uh-huh. And something else that can provide me with nectar. Okay. Hold. Wood, woven, remains, tool, ductile. I mean, I believe I could. No, I could not. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, but the idea was solid. I just need to gather other things. Oh, no, get over there. Lord knows I'm not going to make use of you. Alright. No contamination? Written in Hiskos, though. Alas. Well, with what we have... Let's see. You I can't access yet. You I most likely can. In fact, I definitely can. Hold that thought. Arab. And where's my other grail? Get over here. Grail. 1 and 1. Ah, yes, that was the difficulty, wasn't it? Nope. Thurza's cordials. Interesting. Separately, each is undrinkable, but mix them and they're only undrinkable after 15 minutes. Delightful. Ah. I have an abundance of things I can drink. A little worrisome, that. Did we try moth? I have to assume we did, but just a precaution. I'd be willing to bet moth would serve. Knock. No, no. Ruby Rise Ruin is a solution. Yep, that's true. I simply don't have anything with enough moth to try. You know I'm going to forget this by the next episode, but oh well. We work with what we have. Even if what we have is my mildly defective mind. Well, I say defective. It's a fine mind, it's just not organized correctly. That's all for people who help with letters. I'm not likely to be using Whist in the near future. You, the Ascendant, you, unfortunately, I cannot make use of, no matter how much I want to. Same with you, actually. So you go over there. You are so tantalizingly close, though. Oh, well. You, though. Hold, please. Or actually, I might be closer to these moth ones than I think I am. Hold. From history to eternity, you say. The memories aren't suitable for it. But if I'm just looking at, like, what I have that has... Oh, no. Never mind. The edict's liminal. Hum. Hum. Okay. What else can I chew through relatively easily? Oh, the orchard... Did I... Yeah, I did master this one, okay. Let's say I made a note about you. So... Clearly I must have finished it. And we're gonna start moving things over. Also, minimize those just to make things simpler. I feel like we haven't made as much progress as I would have liked to have made by now. Alas. It might just be the reality of where we are in the game. A lot of experimenting, a lot of trying things out, and not quite having the resources to do them perfectly. Or I might just need more preparation when I'm doing this. 3 knock there. So it would start me off at 5 knock with this shaft. I do have some things I can consider that will get me more knock, but, well, may not be the best option. For right now, whether good or ill, let's just consider books. Let's just consider books, acquire money, and go from there. Once I've examined all the books, I'll know what's available, I'll have a better idea of what to do. And also I can continue opening up rooms, which I haven't opened up any rooms recently because I've been distracted. Also, I'm kind of curious what else I can find here. What I need is wood, which I probably should have just gone out here for. Yes. Fet. Congratulations, you're getting spent on that. And this is the other line. A heart book. I'll take that. Keeper skin. I'm sorry. Whoa, hold. Keeper skin. The book is blotched with keeper skin, a luminous fungus that grows in the wood we see in sleep and enters the world where a dreamer inhales it, when a dreamer inhales its spore. Keeper skin contamination can affect your Arab and chore. There is an element I don't have. Aha! I was right. And spread to nearby objects. You can remove it with a skill that's effective against corruptions if you provide at least 7 nectar. Ah! Now my heir is Westongyred. Pardon. Westongyred is what the early monks of St. Brandon's called it. That old green sickness, the raptness of desolation, the terror of the wastes, and it is upon me now, the wood. How would one cure such a thing? Cured with forge. Well, delightful. I have enough forge, probably. This malady can be cured with bed rest, something bracing to drink, and this much forge aspect to lift the bosky vapors from the soul. Where is it now? Where did that devilish book go? And I've found some Eva's locks. Well, that's delightful and useless to me right now. Okay. Tell me, can I use forge things here? Tell me. No. No. Oh, yes. Actually, the guest bed would be where I have to go, I guess. Unless I find something better. But... You also have forge... Nope, you don't have forge. Yeah, so guest bed's my only option. Cool. Good. Great. We love that. It's fine. Perhaps I just shouldn't have a camp. Like, I should just stay decamped at all times. I'm not using my linens, which I've lost at this point. I have no idea where they are. My. No, not fortune telling. Metal. Acquire money, consider books. Actually, I say that. I probably should actually consider just sitting down for a bit. Oh, dear. Oh, well. Mirrors that want sight require light or memory. Or elements of the soul, I suppose. So many things I do not want to use. A bit of black salt, I know how to make those. These are just a pigment, though, so let's not. He says, uncertain of what to do and how to do it. Oh, actually, we're getting into winter. I should probably try some blue crown harvesting. Honey-scarred jasmine in autumn. Oh, I should get some more of that, too. Oh, so many things to do. So many things to do as the seasons turn. Honey-scar scented candle. Again, once I get into candle making, that's going to be useful. Thank you. Now, if you could bring me to the guest room, where I can fix my current condition. Nope. Nope. I have nothing that can get me in here. Oh, you monstrous thing. Nope, there you are. What the devil? I'm uncamped, am I not? So what the hell? It needs to have heart. I need to have health. Ah. Okay. Irritating, but okay. Another U blank, actually. That is perfect, because I did want wood for something. Thanks for the money. We do appreciate that. Okay. So, woodworking. We were considering that. Because we wanted to make Ugol ink. Right. I see. I also see that I can't do it because I don't have any health. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. In the grand scheme of things, this is fine. Was it not inks of containment? Am I crazy? Am I going mad? I appear to be going mad. This is a very unfortunate time to do that. But alas. Let's see here. Yep, going a little bit crazy. A wee bit mad. Oh well, we'll just put the U back here. That's fine. It's not fine. I'm really annoyed with it, but it's fine. It's all good. I wonder, can I get carcasses, actually? Weird time to ask that, I know, but... Can I? That's just a thing I can do. Questions and curiosities. Oh, well. Oh, sorry, I should be preserving a memory. I can't preserve memories because, again, I am stuck in a bit of a bind. The way this game binds you, it is quite the thing. Huh. A botheration upon botheration. You know, how do I upgrade my shaft, by the way? By the by. Which among you will do it? Can I just see it through here? No? Cool. Well, that being the case... Shaft. Where are you? I do need to remember about you, but no... You know, I bet Sights and Sensations goes to this area up here. How much time do I have left? An abundance of time, some might say. Let me see here. Yep, shaft, please. Oh, wait, you're the thing that has my heart, don't you? Ugh. Although... What if I didn't cure you? Can I still use you? No, because you won't have the traits I need. The kitchen probably uses nectar, though. Ah, now that's interesting. Potentially very interesting to me. One moment, because I believe I have something here. If I use both of these U-blanks as wood, what skills do I have that are compatible? I can quickly find out if anything has 5. Oh dear. Nope. 5 nectar. Nope. So far it's a lot of no's, but good to check this while I have the opportunity. If only there was a way to just quickly check this, but well, we do what we can with what we have. Path and Pilgrim. Nope. Let's see. Wolf Stories, evidently. Nope. Does Wolf Stories have... Well, Wolf Stories must have something. We simply don't know what Wolf Stories has. Hence our current predicament. Resurgences and emergencies? No. Now, we also don't have anything that uses moth as its... Hold on, that doesn't quite seem right. Oh. 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 Hey, I did not know that Solar Altar was hushery, so hey. We can improve our whist as soon as we're done here. Good to know. Just took forever to learn, but okay. This is not something I can use. Though I dearly wish I could. Well, I say that. No, I've used up my shaft. Yeah. Come on, let's get the dusk going. Oh, you found sand, of all things. I mean, good? Question mark. An hourglass, of course, is sand contained by sand. Thank you. How very poetic. Alright, you, unfortunately, I just don't have the skills to use it, but it's close. It's a near thing. But alas. Same with you, unfortunately. More fog, which is appreciated. Now, as for what we're going to be doing, first things first, we occupy this area. We want to cure our Arab, so I have some more Grail. But second, let's see, this solar altar, which will take my whist along with snow stories, I believe. No. Sights and sensations. And also reveal that we can use that to get Eigengrau. Delightful, but not what we're really there for. Now, let's see. I only have a shilling. What'll a shilling buy me? An orchid keeper who does have nectar and a little bit of heart, but I don't think either of them... Well... Well, I might be able to make them into something. Give me this orchard keeper. Delightful. I love my assistant. Get over here. Hi, first things first. I'm going to speak to you on health. It's clear I need to get you 3 nectar somehow. Through some wizardry on my part. Okay, 3 nectar, you say. 3 nectar. I mean, it's sustenance, it'll do. In a pinch. The other thing is you. I need 7 nectar for that. These are problems. Problems we're gonna have to deal with. Against my better judgment, let's put them there. What am I not going to be using in the near future? Tryst, most likely. Let's see. Actually, I suppose what might be a better place is up here. Don't know whether that actually is a better place or not, but since they are contagious and may spread to other items, let's put it there for now, I guess? I don't know. I'm indecisive on that matter. I should look into you. A moment, please. Studying requires effort, of course it does. Possibly even requires Faust. If I could lay my hands on a suitable ink. My friend, I have so many inks. I have inks with 5 scale in them. Oh, when the Librarian of Hush House determines their answer to one of the great mysteries, the hours themselves might pay attention. Making a determination is the first step towards writing your own history. It will require no less than 20 of a power aspect. This means suitably potent soul, memory, and skill, as well as a carefully chosen ink. Okay, Houndsgall, though. Curious about that. Good to know it exists. Usegall, though. That is what I want to make. I just need to figure out how to make it. And I think you are the key. I'm sorry. Was it on some other skill? Oh, bother. What skill was it under then? Oh, bother. Could be it was under glass blowing? No. It was definitely a 10, wasn't it? Magaphine Mysteries? Regensburg Balm, which requires 5 heart. I don't recall getting 5 heart, but okay. If you say so. Well. Oh yeah, you're still cooking. Everything, in fact, is still cooking, as it were. Well, I'm probably going to need a little bit of a cup of that. Although perhaps something else would be more suitable. No. So going back on down. Nope. Oh! The Humors of a Gentleman, Sky Stories, The Nine Winds Gossip, and Sometimes We Can Listen. Let's go ahead and study that, actually. Seems fairly simple enough. Yeah. Easily done. Get our hands on some sky stories. Which, again, might not be the best thing to be doing right now, but it's what we have access to, and so it is what we will do. No, just tell me one that has sky, please. Thank you. The Humours of a Gentleman, Samuel Savage's satirical comedy on the intrigues of the ailing but cunning Jean Sonnet, his mistress Meveline, her lover Leo, and the upstart Corvino. And then, as for our Orchid Keeper, yes, I was looking for, well, either heart or nectar, technically. You know, one moment. No. Just thinking. Just having ideas. Only 2 heart required to get to that next floor, which may or may not have something we need. Or I can get 3 nectar to make that a reality, but, well, that would take some doing. 2 heart, though, that should be relatively trivial. Relatively. He says, not aware of why the devil would... I mean... This just gives you nectar? No. Skin-shuck meat is far too potent for you. And this just gives you nectar as well. Botheration. So getting you to 6 nectar is relatively doable. Which, I mean, I guess it would possibly be the right choice, but I don't want to. Let me see here. Ham. Perfect, actually. Ham would just be perfect for you. There you are. We're going to get into this little tower over here, which is much more contained than all the rest of this, and is much lower level, and probably is something I should have unlocked earlier, but didn't. Alright, you're going to take 60 seconds, which is annoying, but we endure. And okay, we can finally get onto the business of fixing our problem with something that requires way more forge than we have access to. Well, no, actually, not so much. It just needs 2 forge from a drink, and I think I have a whiskey that'll do that. A little bit of the old Roscragan. Nope. Nope. Oh, it was the Souchong. Yes, the tea. The tea is the thing. Where the devil is the tea I'm looking for? Well, there's a full pot of it. Suppose I could serve it. I'd love to be able to do multiple things with this, but that's fine. There you are. Right there. You. Yes, unfortunately that is now on the ground. Fortunate that you are done. If you could do us a favor and just go on. The door jam's half open, but the room above is a bright oasis after the dreary neglect of the lower tower. The previous occupant has probably left some sort of protections in place. I'll find someone suitably qualified to deal with them, and apparently that is you. For better or worse. I'm sure she's fine. And alive. Nectar use. I guess you're gonna live here because I don't really have a place for you. Or you're just gonna float weirdly. Okay, that's a thing. There we go. Took some doing, but we got there. What are you? You're a winter thing. And there's other puzzles to consider, but right now, yeah, if I could just have a cup of tea, that'd be delightful. Let's fix the Arab. Can I use Deep Mendaic for this? Just curious. I can. Fair enough. I'll take it. And I appreciate the extra money, what little it is. I'll use the shaft to get me some more. And now at this point, I have nothing else to talk on and just more things to consider. Things to consider and plan around. I think I can get 7th voice done, maybe? No, I can't. Not with my current skills. Appreciated. And, oh, we're finished already. Alright. So yes, on these humors of a gentleman, which we spoke of. By the end of the first act, Mevelin has revealed a secret door in the walls of the house to Leo, and Corvino is taken to consuming worms, with a capital W. The play is scabrous and occasionally hilarious. The characters are contrary and capricious. Many of the more resonant lines might well be formulae of power disguised in plain sight, which grants me a memory of gossip, which is very potentially useful. Especially because that means I have 5 rows all right there. Okay. Question. Can we consider that lesson right now? Thank you. And that finishes off the matter of Sky Stories for the moment. Okay. Progress and new rooms found, and quite a few books in need of cataloging. I know, I'm aware. But our whist is improved, and so we gain more resources. Although we are now having a harder time actually affording things. Alas. Alas, that is the way of things. Oh. Hold. Or I may be in a bad position. Let me see. Devotion, remembrance. I can burn marks here. That's intriguing itself. Does this not work as a memory at all? Oh. How insane. You know, I'm just curious now. Do I have anything that requires rows as a component? Let's just see here. Just go through the list. Nope. I was kind of hopeful for that one. Not gonna lie. And I knew you had Ugal ink. What the... One moment. Well, I don't want to waste this. Yeah, give me a moment. No, because I can't... I don't have the health to use as the sole component for what I want to do. It's fine. It's frustrating, but it's fine. Okay. So inks of containment were a no-go. Purifications and exaltations? No. Putrefactions. Also a way to craft Ugal ink. Interesting. For a scholar level recipe, if you crush in a leaf, I'll brew a more potent and much more dangerous ink. Interesting, but let's get ourselves that Ugal ink first. And yes, I should have looked at other options, but it gets me something I wanted. So... oh well. Choice is made. It is too late. Oh. And one does forget, they have many books to consider. Many, many books. That they can't consider, because they've used up their soul. Ah, the prices of our decisions. Oh, but that doesn't mean I can't consider... Let's see here. We had these little containers, which also require soul cards to look through, so... wonderful. I'm just going to keep them in my inventory now. Now, this Ugal ink is filled with nectar. A minor ink of power. I mean... sure. we'll just put it over here. I wonder what I can make out of these remains, though. Because it's got to be something. Well, won't worry about it right now. I got my Arab back. That's lovely. I got all my other stuff back. This is also lovely. And I now know how to make an ink. Not a very powerful ink, just a little bit of, you know, nectar, but still useful. Still has its place in the greater world. Alright, let's see what weather you can get for me. Because depending on what it is, might be something great. Clouds. Not so much. Not so much. Just consider these things because otherwise I'm not going to do it. And we'll consider it using Shapt because I have... Well, that's not true. I have many uses for Shapt. I just, at the moment, don't know what they are. Moon and moth, you say? Let me just... Oh wait, does Fet have more moth? No, it does not. But it can be used here. And so, what skills are here? Let's exhaust our options for moth. While we let time just sort of pass us by. Wow, this is actually a very versatile little thing, isn't it? Alright, well I can take out... Yeah. I can take out the languages, at least. Watchman's Paradoxes? No. Glass blowing? Probably not. Oral Contemplations? No. Nope. 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 Fur and Feathers? Surprisingly, no. Hill and Hollow? Can create Salt Sign, but is not otherwise useful. Really no moth, though. Salt Sign? Useful, but not to us. Not particularly to us, I should say. More Salt Sign. No. Really, I have nothing that requires any moth, huh? Not a single thing. And that's surprising from you. Transformations, Liberations. This is kind of well, I mean, evidently, no, it isn't. And good to know that you have the Midnight Mark on you. Huh. Bummer. Well, I guess moth just doesn't have recipes, is what I'm finding out. Ooh. I do appreciate a silver Spintria. Even more a gold Spintria, which, with its lantern and being ductile... Interesting. Something to think on later, perhaps. What could we make gold into? It is ductile, after all. And, you know... Wood woven remains tool made of wood. We'll think on it, but... Well. For now, there's nothing to be done there. Also, I meant to study this book. One of these books. Either of these books. But, oh well. Oh, and the day's already almost done. Well, I might as well burn away some of my resources here. Yeah, I think I need a lot of things, is what I am seeing. I need many, many things. Many things I just do not have access to. At least at the moment. Or I should say, sufficient access for. Dear Day Lens, hello. A machine that will only operate once. Intriguing. Unclear exactly how you would work, but I know where you belong. I don't know how I would use you. Curious. Clearly the lens goes here, but what then? Possibly useful in sky. And what do I have that has sky in it? Faust. A wistful air. But you say I can only use you once. That is, I wouldn't say unacceptable entirely, but not ideal. So tell me what wistful air looks like. In the meantime, let's look into ways we can improve our skills. The first of which will be considering this book. Although I need more nectar. Do I have any memories I'm aware of? Now, the only one I'm aware of, or at least that I've written down, that might give me more nectar is, unfortunately, not available to us. It is impulse. Meanwhile, I have 3 nectar here. And the impulse only gives 1 nectar. Alright, nectar's just gonna have to remain a mystery to me for a while. That's the long and short of it. Grail, unfortunately, is in a similar condition. Although, I could study the humors of a gentleman and find more Grail. Because as I recall, it's only Applebright and you. Okay. Let's go ahead and study the book I'm looking... Well, yeah, Kittling Ripe will do. No, Kittling Ripe will not do. Let's see here. Where... No, stay where you are. 6 letters on necessity. I don't have that. In my current list, at least. Prophecies of the Glory, 7 Fates of Icarus. There's a chance that a lot of these will do what I need, but right now I just want something I know works. And there we are. The humors of a gentleman will work just perfectly. We'll spend Fete, of all things. I don't have any use for Fete at the moment. A lie, but, well, accurate enough. And I haven't harvested nearly as much as I probably should. Moth orchids in spring and summer. Honey scar jasmine would be useful, because it does have edge to it. And it may be used in things that I don't know about yet. So, important. Slightly important. I mean, I know I can take a leisurely pace, but there's a limit to that, you know. Let's see. Moon and Rose. I think tomorrow, well, tomorrow we'll hopefully have read this book. Yeah, you're timing this really tight, aren't you? Okay. Good news, that's consistent. Collect them all. Consider this book. Using Arab and Applebright euphonies. Delightful. What skill is this getting me, by the way? Resurgences and emergences. Good. Could use a little more skill to me. Oh. Oh, the delivery from Harrow. Yes. Good, good, good. Good and useful things. Oh. Let it rise and... Well, let's do that again. I mean... Oh. Pause. Oh. We're at the threshold of Numa. Okay, I'm sorry, I thought it was still moving. We're at the threshold of Numa, the labyrinth season. The season lasts only a single day. When Numa ends, all memories will vanish with it, even persistent ones like skill lessons. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. The Numa's brumous vapors, but if I recall correctly, there is something... Yes, in Numa the shining pair, Pyrus orichalcinus. Which, since I have... Nope. Where is my... I'm currently gathering something else. Ah, sorry. There we are. That doesn't seem right. Hold, please. I think I want to use you. The history plant has risen, gather its blooms all the more plentifully in Numa. If I had something with more nectar, I could get both, but it is what it is. And perhaps I'll have time to gather more. Ah, dear. What I wouldn't do for just a little bit more Numa. A little bit more time with Numa, I should say. Alas. River, wheel, flame. Time it has been called a wheel, but my family perceive it as a flame. Coolest at its heart, but wild is at its edge. We'll draw a Numa incident. Find a suitable visitor for the current Numa incident, or retire the current Numa incident if there are no visitors left for it. Curious. And the Numa broom. This would be a great time for studying Hold Up. But I need to grab these lessons, is the problem. We'll wait till it's done. But what else are you good for? Knock, Moon, Rose, Winter. Knock, Moon, Rose, Winter. Knock, you're written in Vac, so I can't even use you. Get out of my way. You know, this Sthenic Taint. I could get rid of that, and I would have access to the door on the wall. Let's do that. Whether it's the best use of Noombroom, as it's called, or not, it is a very compelling usage. Although, 3 knock, can I do that without? Not according to my notes, anyway. But otherwise, what are my other options? Let's just look. Written in Deep Mandaic, this would give me access to Snow Stories again. Which, improving skills, very useful, yes. Moth, No, no. No, no. Do you have sky in you? No, moon. And rose. The rose might be useful. Preliminal mater. Mystery winter. I don't really have too much of a lack of winter. Glass blowing and vessel crafting. Getting this to level 3 would grant me much more knock and sky, both of which I have some uses for. How do I want to use this opportunity? How can I best exploit this opportunity? What's our moon look like? At its peak. 2, 5. 2, 5, 10. Which would grant me the Edict's Inviolable. Granting me more heart, which could be useful. I think this will have to be it. Because I think I'm close. Not quite there, but close to being able to deal with this on my own. For better or worse, this is what we will do. Mind you, we have to wait until the lesson is available and done. But okay. Oh, and we have this. Professor Rowena Hengers. For many years, under many names, Rowena has done, learnt, or eaten many things she really shouldn't have, but for many years, under many names, she served as a protectress of Hush House. A matter of the sanctuary draft. In Numa, visitors will be concerned with matters of comfort, delight, and loss. As long as this card remains, pneumatic visitors will have an interest in Grail mysteries. Their needs will usually be more exacting than visitors who come during more traditional seasons. Very well. Interested in winter, quite a bit of winter, and quite a bit of Grail. You understand Phrygian, as do I. You understand Greek, as do I. And you understand Kernawak Hennevek. I would love to actually know that language, though, so... If I were here, it would be only because I could not stay away. Well, unfortunately for you, or fortunately for you, depends on your perspective, I'm actually here about you teaching me this language. If you please. Sorry, I really want that language. It seems very rare. And rare language means more books, one less thing to learn. I don't know if it's the best choice out there, but it's the choice I'm going with. Now, history plant, I'm wondering about these shining pears. I'm wondering about all of this, really, and I just don't have the resources to use all of them. Well, perhaps I do. Let's take this back to the guest room, where we started this whole business. And wait. Unfortunately, we must wait. I do want to keep this going, though. Sorry, pardon? The inn is crowded with Numa's heralds and pilgrims. They will be gone by morning. Until then, I could offer my services for payment. I might regret it. Mist and silent. The house is quiet. The signs above the off door are written in a language even I cannot read. No one comes in answer to my knocking. Numa. Pardon? The mists are thick, but as I approached, I saw a lamplight in the rector's study. Now, though, I see the windows are shuttered, and the light I saw was a fugitive wisp, like a lost star, Numa. The telegraph line crackles, the mist surges and retreats. From far away, it might be the hills above the village, I hear the postmistress's voice crying out imprecations and lamentations in the Cornish tongue, but there's no sign of her here. Numa. The smithy fire still glows, but through the windows I see a gaunt, eyeless shape working the bellows. There's no sign of Denzel, and I know better than to interrupt this visitor. Also, Numa. But I can still do this. And so, a walk on the moor. I mean, I must know. Gather in Numa. Is it wise to walk on the moors in this season? Let's find out. Perhaps, perhaps not. I'm willing to spend a few resources to learn. Although perhaps I should not have spent the ones I've spent. Ah. A mistake has been made, perhaps. I would have to spend Trist to do this, which would mean changing my plans for Numa Broom. Which is not the worst of things, to be clear. I actually wouldn't have to change him by too much, would I? Experiment beyond sight. Edicts inviolable. Sickle and Eclipse. Something new. Hill and Hollow, though. Ah, the temptations. I mean, it doesn't come along often. Oh, and we need to worry about this as well. I've gathered this and gathered the lessons of concealed Grail Birth. I have not been reading these. I should probably have been doing that. The Skeleton Songs, poems of greedy delight, composed by the possibly pseudonymous Arabella Dusk, the rumored heiress turned madam turned poetess, which grants me lessons, resurgences, and emergences. In Arabella's introduction, she explains that the book was to be illustrated, but that the Suppression Bureau would not permit it. She hints that the illustration still exists somewhere. The book is dedicated to Sir Parzival of the Red Cup. The 26 delightful fruits, the 7 chastisements, the 9 gardens, the 4 regrets. All interesting things, all things that I need to not be worrying about right now. Because I need to consider my skills and improve them. Through the use of memory and something. Specifically has to be Trist. Okay, well, that does change what I had planned. Okay. I suddenly have fewer options. Bother. Alright. Let's see. Moon, Rose, Winter, Knock. So really it is a choice between Winter and Knock at this point. Alright, let's see what Winter and Knock books I have. You are a little bit beyond our scope, honestly. You are a little bit weak in Winter, but Rhyme and Remembrance. It would be something new. That would be useful. Oranoscopy, same deal. Or I could aim to do Experiment Beyond Sight, which actually would free me up to do other things. So yes, let's do that. Oh yes, I forgot that they cleared out the painting room. The horrifying painting room. Let's take care of this. Let's see. Although it is a shame. You know. No, I've already checked most of those aspects. I was going to say, this might be perfect for checking through skills and recipes, but, well. Like I said, we've almost already done it, unfortunately. For better or for worse. We'll spend our metal. And then I just need 3 more, which is provided by not this skill. 3 more moon, but where might one find it? Edicts inviolable? No. 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 Alright. So, it seems like moon is a bit of a bust. Which also means no to that plan entirely. And definitely no to you. Well, that being the case, I suppose exercising continuity of self is kind of my only option, really. That or something with Knock or Rose. How much Rose can I get my hands on? Well, we'll learn as soon as this lesson is handled. I don't know. Keep it organized. Somewhat organized, at least. I don't know how it's organizing. This is alphabetical. That makes sense to me. I don't know the other ways it was trying to organize it. Oh, bother. Hold. Hold. The history plant has risen. I have Agave Aeterna. Like its cousin, the century plant, blooms every year. Perhaps it will do so forever. 2 lantern and a nectar and a winter. Okay. Well, aren't you a potent little thing? I don't want to get more. Well, I do want to get more of you, but I have other things I wish to get as well. So pardon me while I go do that. And, you need a home. Yeah, unfortunately this is where it's going to be for now. What I wouldn't do for a greenhouse. Just keep dropping it. The only thing is that at the largest distance, I can't just grab things, and that's throwing me off a bit. But it's fine. It is, in fact, okay. Is this a particularly long day? Because I think I'm going to be able to get a few things done in it. Maybe. Hopefully. Fingers crossed and all that. I think it's going to have to be you. Is what we're going to have to do. So you go back. You come up. You go back for now. You go back for now as well. Alright. Skill is now level 2. Pause. Stay paused for me. Alright. Now, consider you using Shapt, Numbrum, and something to do with Knock. Which, there we go. Knock, a gate flung wide. And you now grant me 2 Grail and 3 Moth, which will be perfect if I had Arab available, which I don't. But I also might not have time. Might not have time to do much. I certainly don't have anything for effort here. I have things for knowledge here, but, well. So many problems to deal with so little time. The Agave Aeterna, the history plant. You make me wonder, what might I make with you? Still might have to be a problem for the long future. Oh, Thursa Blake. Oh, wonderful. The bust is carved from malachite. And she is the 7th librarian. 5th, 6th. She is not. Who were you then? Not the first. Surely not the first. I'm going to put you there for now. Just for the sake of noting that I have that bust available to us. Huh? What have we found? Much is lost, but much remains. Scaptodon Fang. It's rare for the lionsmith to make scaptodons now, but they are difficult to kill and they live a very long time. Scale and edge. and remains. Alas, that fatigued our resources there. Do I have anything else I can throw into this? No. Alright, I'm left with my metal, shaft, and whist. I need to start consuming some of these resources. Don't know how I intend to consume them, but I do need to do that. It is required. Parse orc. Oh my. That is valuable. 4 forge and 4 nectar. Oh my. Now I know I can make bitter black salts, but I'm wondering... Oh no. Evidently not. I am wondering... What might I make with you? Do I not have any soul aspect that can get there? Of course not. Why would I? Oh, to have resources. Oh, to have anything. Literally anything. Ah! It's fine. Hey, I now know Henevek. Kernewek Henevek. The oldest form of the language now called Cornish, or something even older. Well, appreciated, I suppose. Uncanny labors. We'll see how that plays out. Oh dear, I should actually be quite concerned about this. On imperfections. Pomander, Lightsmith, and Lantern Long. Pause. Describes the process of transinhibitation, which he calls a manifestation of imperfection. Lantern Long lack bodies and so cannot normally leave the mansis, but they can steady glint in the physical world by establishing a road of glass. Pomander notes with disgust that the Order of Long, called the Obliviates, refer to it as scrying, which he considers a debased term. Pomander explains the benefits of transinhibitation, that a Lantern Long can affect the senses and thoughts of those nearby, that they can even enter their spirits, and that they can employ the senses of those inhabited to experience again the scent of blossom and season. This seems to be what interests him most. He insists that a Lantern Long should only ever inhabit a mirror of silver, not silvered glass, but he declines to explain why. A memory of pattern and 2 lessons. Ugh, okay, that's difficult. Okay. I don't want to use you here, and yet I don't have a choice, because otherwise you will disappear. Are there other options? Are there other options that will do what I want them to do? Numa, shortest season, labyrinth season, when the year loses its way, when time is a river and memory a winged bird. In Numa, oddities ripen in the gardens of the isle. Unexpected visitors arrive, memory departs. All memories will vanish with it. I think of my options, this is the best one right now, given that we are in Numa. It does mean I will be slightly lower in glass blowing and vessel crafting than I would perhaps prefer, but the risk is, if I don't get... I would have to get many memories of knock, each of which takes 60 seconds. It's not worth the risk. It is not perfect, but it is fine. Unless Numa lasts a lot longer than we believe, in which case I will be a little put out. Oh no, continue. Don't let me stop you. Not at this stage. There's definitely a proper way to organize these, but this will just have to do for now. And there we are, 4 knock and 3 sky. I'm going to learn that this actually lasts a very long time, aren't I? Oh well. Perhaps we don't consider books right now. Perhaps. Oh, I've already mastered this. Go away. Get thee hence. Might as well consider books. Might as well. And actually, on the very good note, I should be good to get rid of this schizophrenic taint. In theory, if I can use multiple skills, which I don't think I can. Night has fallen, dusk will come soon. Does Numa continue? I was fine, I was safe, I could have taken my time. It is tempting. I haven't loaded an autosave yet. I don't know what that is. It's tempting enough. I'm sorry, I'm just bothered by the fact that I had the ability to keep going with it. Oh no, the autosave was before I... Well... Yeah, I'm not going that far back. No way in hell. Alright. Fair enough, then. Oh no, it does bring us back to where we began. Okay, perfect. Only with, well, the opportunity to make other decisions. Not that I'm likely to make other decisions, honestly. I think the decisions I made were pretty much perfect. Where's my other harvesting? Oh, okay, that's harvesting. There you are. You know what? I'm just gonna let them wait out there. That's fine. They are fine where they are. And while I might find interesting things out gathering, I'm not going to worry about it. At least not right now. And let's see. Were you the thing that we unlocked, ultimately? No. Ultimately, it was you. So you, come with me. You, return to your position. You as well. And you we mastered. I don't know why you are still here, so go away. Alright. And also, I'm not going to be using you. Probably. Depends what the seasons do. Now, we are going to consider this book. There we are. With our shout, with our Numa broom. You know, it's just possible that the day would have ended and would have thrown away our resources. And I'm just not finding that out because I've chosen this other path. Oh well. Regardless, we endure. Oh no, get back there. Well, actually, get over here. No. Fine. You will live here. You will live here! There we are. Oh, such many things to harvest. And so little time to make them all. Alright, I don't want to throw anything there, I don't think. I'm going to need the shaft. For a lot of things, in fact. Where are my linens? Where, oh, where are my linens? There they are, perfect. Right where I need them to be. A wind roomer, you say? Much is lost, but much remains. Pardon? An omen. Evolve via birdsong. I could use birdsong with this to evolve my soul. Okay. If the clouds were a canvas, who spread it? If the sky were a sheet, who knotted it? A wind rumor is an auspice found in the sky by those who look too long. Interpretable only by the wise. Evolve via birdsong, though. In this context, I don't understand. You can use that skill with this to combine two identical soul cards into a greater one. Thank you, I appreciate the extra delicious pears. The Silver Spin Tree, delightful, along with my new language, which I haven't been exposed to yet, but just in case, good to know. Always good to know more languages, given the options. You don't happen to have any knock to you, do you? No. Okay. And knowing what I know, an investigation of a foundered country, that is what I'm going to need more of. Which actually I can use right now. You're a phonograph, yes? Perfect. We'll just throw a little... But I need the shaft in order to upgrade my skills. Okay. You are a problem. You are a problem in several ways. I'm going to make an actual save here. Just call it testing. Cool. Now, we go here. Right? We study this. Get that going, right? And then we go in here. We rest our shaft. And then... Can I consider wind rumors? No, okay. Good to know. Alright, because we're going to be considering this, and hopefully, if I play this just right, we might be good to go. I had an option the entire time that I was not aware of. Okay. Well, as long as it isn't consumed at night, we are good to go. Another memory of a stolen secret. Cool. Delightful. We like that. Night is fallen. Dusk will come soon, but will it come within 30 seconds? Because that's kind of the killer right now. Okay. Alright. Paused. Good. Alright. Gotta time this just right. That there. Put the shaft in. Okay, and we get 1 level out of this. Alright. And now I need to also restore my shaft again. And then I just need a drink. Some sort of drink. Actually, the next day should get it. Kind of unfortunate I'm going to lose this wind rumor, though. Oh, no, I'm not. Yes, I am, because I am occupying this bed. But also, no, I'm not. Okay. Now, when it says it destroys all memories, let's find out how all memories works. Because it said the end of the season, right? Not the end of the day. Is that accurate? Okay, that is accurate. Okay. Ouch. Pain. Oh, okay. Is there a way for me to avoid that? Let's observe. Because I'm going to be honest, I really don't want to lose the extra lesson if I can avoid it. So let's observe very closely how this all plays out. In fact, let's see here. What's the other thing that goes with this? Sky? Good. Sky. That would be Foss, which I've used. Damn it. It said I would regret it, and it was correct. Ah, botheration. Alright. That's locked up there for a pretty good time. Alright. So, we have these memories, yes? Consider. You, and you. All combined with shaft. Start. Alright, that'll take 30 seconds. And I think I already know the answer to this. In fact, I do know the answer to this, but... yeah, because it won't be enough time, because the next day is what's going to trigger me losing this lesson. Okay. And I would need a third memory to do this. A third memory which apparently needs to be either Knock or Sky, specifically. Okay. So there really isn't a way for me to do this. Except in some very narrow applications. I'd have to do some considerations very quickly. Yeah, there's no way. No earthly way. Although, it makes me wonder. Can I dream on the memory, and will that be sufficient? Huh? Huh? It was a good idea, but alas. Okay. I mean, good to know for the future. No studying during Numa. None. Simply none. Botheration. Oh well. Alas, that was our experience with Numa. And I'm now at 2 hours. So it is well past time for me to call it a night. Although... well, no. No, that is where we call it for today. It's our first experience with Numa, and also I am making progress of a sort. What I am debating right now is if I want to just look through all the recipes on my own and spend my time just reading books and sort of taking care of affairs on video, as it were. I don't know. I don't know how we want to go moving forward. Because I feel like I've hit that mid-game where I know what I'm doing, I know what I can do. And to a degree, I sort of understand the mechanics. There's just... I don't know. There's mysteries here. But I feel like I'm figuring them out very quickly. Well, we'll debate and make decisions later. For now, thank you all for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly. And I shall see you all soon. Goodbye for now. Oh, and we never did go through the painting room. Hold up. I said that, and immediately... a couch, Fraser's Stryth coin, a barber's chair which has moth in it. Oh my. A twilight pot, perihibiate, a minor ink of power, and holius hemolymph. Oh. Thurza Blake claimed that she first synthesized this from her own tears. She was almost certainly lying. And a red lotus vase, and an urn of ashes. Some poor soul who probably won't mind if they're repurposed for a worthy experiment. I probably wouldn't. Interesting, interesting. And something else above. Okay. Well, first of all, you're going to be randomly strewn about in here, as with everyone else. Congratulations, you're taking the first librarian spot. The bust is shaped from beeswax. Careful with it. Oh my. Well, good on you, I suppose. Matters for the future, though. Matters for the very near future. I need more rooms. I need more space. But this and more matters for the future. Is that just a smokestack? Well, as I've said multiple times now, thank you for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly, and I will see you all soon as we perhaps further our explorations. Perhaps that is what we should focus ourselves on. We shall see. Take care for now.